been another day of fast-moving events in Egypt. President Hosni Mubarak now has stepped down. He's left Cairo for his resort home in Sharm el-Sheikh. All of that's touched off quite a celebration in Tahrir Square. Our correspondent Terry McCarthy is in Egypt. He's been there for several days now. Terry, what is the reaction this morning there?
Well, it's been an extraordinary street party. You've got to remember that they thought last night that Mubarak was going to step down. Then he gave a speech when he said he was staying on. People got very angry. There were enormous demonstrations throughout the city today. Mubarak clearly realized he'd lost the control of the streets completely. And then when it was announced that he was stepping down, it's this extraordinary street party, people rioting almost in joy throughout the streets, and particularly in Tahrir Square. You
said last night, you used the phrase kind of a whiplash, an emotional whiplash. I guess now people are being whipped back the other direction.
That's right. They almost thought they had the prize last night. Then they were excited. Then again, this morning they showed their anger. They were back out on the streets, and now they're back into a rejoicing mode. It's been an extraordinary 24 hours for the Egyptian people.
Is it clear to the people there, Terry, who's in charge? I guess Vice President Suleiman is still there, but is the military in charge from their perspective?
Absolutely. Everyone now knows the military are in charge. Now, the military have a pretty good reputation among the Egyptian people. However, there are some fears that the military might stay in control longer than people want. They clearly want a civilian democracy here. The military has effectively been the strongest force in Egypt for 58 years. I think if the military is smart, they will step back because the people clearly want to have a civilian democracy now.
We've watched some pictures through the day of the square. We see fireworks going off and people clearly in a festive mood. What happens next for the protesters? This has been an 18-day effort now. Do they just simply go home, or what's your sense of what's going to happen next?
Well, I suspect they will continue partying in that square for quite some time. Just the solidarity of being with so many other people and being able to demonstrate is a pretty new experience for Egyptians. But I think, yes, you're right, that in the coming days that those people will drift back home. The whole rationale for the protests will now evaporate, and things will start to return slowly to normal.
People have made a singular demand till now, saying that Mubarak must go. Now that's happened. What do they want to see happen now, though? Because reform is going to take some time. What do they want to see happen in the short term?
Well, in the short term, I think they want to see a number of changes to the Constitution. They want to see the emergency law lifted. You know, Mubarak had ruled Egypt under emergency law for 30 years, which gave the police extraordinary powers to arrest without warrant and so on and so forth. They want that lifted, and the military said already today that that would be lifted when this crisis is over. Longer term, they want free and fair elections, and they want civilian leadership to take control.
The elections are still, as we understand, set for September. Is there any chance that's going to happen sooner? What is your sense there?
I think they cannot really rush those elections because it will take them some time to make the necessary change in the Constitution. There's quite a lot of legal issues they have to work their way through. So I suspect the date of the elections will not be pulled forward.
All right, Terry McCarthy reporting for us from Egypt. Thanks very much, Terry, for your insights today.
Good talking to you.